Welcome to JJ with Joy. Joy here from Minnesota. Anyway, you guys, I have been working on this journal. It is a Amity Bloom style that I've been trying to figure out. So she does this spine where she just glues papers together, and then I put this on as a spine instead. I mean, you don't need it on there, but I just made it pretty with that. Now I made a topper on here. I had an old book cover which I layered up with some layers of different papers and stuff, and then I put a ribbon around it. So this just comes off like such, if I can get it off. And the inside, I don't know, I just kind of went a little bit crazy. I had some corduroy, green corduroy, and I've been wanting to use it. So I decided to just add some different pieces of fabric, Christmas fabric that I have. So that is a simple topper that will go on top. But once we get into it, I used this little felt. Someone of them gave me this, so I had this little felt. It's pretty stiff, so this can just pop in and out, which I kind of thought was a very cute idea. I made these in my live the other day, so if you can find those under Christmas. Let's see, what did I name it? I don't know. Scrap clusters, maybe. Frame scrap clusters, I think. Put some gems on here. Now I once I got into this, the whole point was I didn't want to cover this up. So that's why I decided on using a topper, was so I didn't cover this, because otherwise the glue would have been right on top of it. I have a little bit of just, I'm going to try to call it thread, and it's not thread, but it's ribbon. There you go. And this cute little design with a stamp. And then this closes back up with a little pop, which I think is very cute. There's this image. Now, some of these are Amity Bloom's digital kit. So I don't really care for pictures sideways, but I did with this. Oh, down here I do have a little Rusty Bell in a 2025 because I finished it in 2025. I've been trying to do that the last couple years. I just think that's kind of fun. Good writing spot areas for a lot of this. This is one of her digital Christmas kits. Backed it with that paper. Left this so it'd hang out the top. Now, I did use some other digitals. I don't know who they are right now. This was really cute, and I love the whole idea of writing on black. I was going to put this Magic of Christmas, but it didn't fit, so I didn't want it like from there to there. I kind of wanted it from there to there, but I'd already printed it. So, excuse me, some digitals, a scrapbook paper. Now, I left this open because I just think it's beautiful, and I thought there's a writing space here. I was going to make it I actually was going to sew it into a signature, but I decided to just let her be. And I might put a piece of paper in there, have some other background papers. I don't know, I'm just kind of having fun with this. Exploring. All we have to do is just believe. I love that little phrase there. And that came from Mary Engelbride, is that her name? But anyway, digital kit. This kit part here is from Amity Bloom. I do know hers. Extra digitals. Someone had made me some Christmas scraps. Miss Twyla, I believe, did this and said this might be wrong. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff in the retreat, and I don't know who gave me what. I love, this is Sweet Pea Curiosities paper. Oh, I love that paper so much, and this probably is as well. I'm not really sure, but that's a beautiful design there. A little pocket with this reminded me of all of the little church plays that, we did every year. Our pastor's wife would always make sure that everybody in the whole church was in the play, without a doubt. I love this. I didn't even realize that is the same as that. Doesn't matter to me. I loved it. This is one I'm going to keep myself. I have this funky fabric that I love. This is kind of out of place, but this is the very first thing I did as I started, was because I love moose, deer, bear, that kind of stuff. So I had this ribbon and I just sewed it on the outside of the Amity Bloom paper. Pardon me. Lots of writing room around here. And this image, there's a lot, it's such a faded image. She used this as her back cover on her very front, you know, but I like it. You can certainly write all over here. I left a lot of open space to write because I plan on doing that now. I didn't really distress or spend a lot of time doing anything like that. A little bit of washi, different digital. This is a different digital. I love having just little snippets of music paper behind it. So pretty. This is her Amity's digital. I kind of wrinkled up the corner a little bit, and then I wrinkled it there. You know, you start wrinkling and then you don't wrinkle through the whole thing. I did go through, you know, just Googled a whole bunch of Christmas words, trying to, you know, what's the word? You know, trying to be like the way that Amity does hers. She puts these little words in. So he knew I like this because it has a little child here and it has the houses, and this came from part of a poem, and it says, he knew each house a whispered tale of families gathered near, protected from a biting gale, a haven from the fear. You know, as a kid, I can just imagine if he's walking alone in the snowy street that he might be a little fearful. This is just clipped on. I couldn't decide. And I love this image. This is Sweet Pea Curiosities, I know. A lot of these typed into the Santa Claus now is coming to me, and this one is also Sweet Pea Curiosities. So Christmas magic is silent. You don't hear it. You feel it. You know it. You believe it. And I kind of got this from this image personally. Just another little image, and then I did glue this like halfway down so this wouldn't fall down in there. So if you ever have an image that, you know, your pocket's too deep, just glue it so it can't fall down in there. This kind of reminded me of my aunt's house for some reason. I don't know why. It looks nothing like her house. Well, whatever. This little cute, the real stockings. Oh man, this has got to be so vintage. My mom and dad had one of these little mirrors on the back of the couch area. And so this is Amity's here. And I meant to add a lot more fabric, but once I did, I got going. I didn't like it in there, so I just stopped. So this was a cute little digital. Isn't that guy cute? I just think he's adorable. So I just decided to stick those in wherever. A little side tuck over here, which I like. Now, don't forget when you're doing your, if you have a belly band, there's no need to just glue it here and here. If you know the size of it, I glued to here and here, so this would not rock and roll. It just stays put. I like this girl. I never got a bicycle. Never. Always wanted one. My brother always got one, and I never got one. Well, he didn't always get one. He got one, probably. Again, I think that's from Miss Twyla. And so I didn't know what to do, because I took a big long sheet, and then I had this. As you can see, this went all the way down. Instead of cutting it off, I decided to add this extra piece so that it would flip as well, because it kind of goes to the top, to the bottom, and, you know, just all over. This girl is really cute with her presents under the tree. It's so precious. The best of all gifts around any Christmas tree, the presents of a happy family all wrapped up in each other, by Burton Hills. So now these pages are just glued on top of each other. So this makes it, this piece here makes it glued this page to this page. That's the whole way I put it together. For it is in giving that we receive, which I truly believe. Put a little topper on that for fun. Now this is one across, so, but this attached to this, so it really isn't. So this is just one of Amity's images. I think these are Amity's as well, I'm pretty sure. And then just regular scrapbooking paper and digital papers. That's kind of cute, kind of showing what they got. And Stampin' Up! Vintage, not vintage, excuse me. This is retired, that's what I meant, paper. And I went ahead and left this corner open so I didn't know what I was going to put in there, but I like it because then I don't have to worry about it. I can just slip it in there. I love this so much, man. And these are all Stampin' Up's last year's. So I was given, oh, I didn't realize that slick on the inside. I was given these little bags, and I was also given this vintage postcard. It was really cute, kind of reminded me of my uncle for some reason. And then this cute card is that, so I can write inside of this. Love it. And then that is it. So thank you for coming in. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more from me, and ring the bell. Choose all to get all the notifications. And I will see you next time. I thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day, and remember that your day is full of choices. So let me get there. Let me get there. There you go. Choose joy. Have a great day.